Hello everyone and welcome to the Office Hacks webinar. I am Andrew and I am very excited to share with all of you some great and cool features Microsoft has introduced in Teams recently. Together with me in this call, I have Raymond and Wunchi, my backup partners. Hi guys. And we also have Cassandra as well from Microsoft. So in the next hour, I will introduce to you the acceleration towards modern teamwork, the shift in the way we work, new features we can use in our day-to-day tasks in Teams, and of course, some very exciting demo. Right, so before we begin, I'm very sure that some of us here are very new to Microsoft Teams. Probably some of us here are still considering to move towards Microsoft Teams. Um, for the benefit of everyone, I would like to also probably do a recap on how you can use Microsoft Teams effectively as a basic guide. Yeah. So let me just introduce to you to Microsoft Teams. I'm going to walk you through on some very simple guidelines on how to use Teams so that you'll be able to jumpstart in your organization and probably drive this adoption change. Okay. Right. So this is Microsoft Teams. Now, in here, you have a couple of things that you can actually do. For a start, I would like to probably share with you on how you can actually create a team, right? So I'm going to click on this particular button here called Join or Create a Team. I'm just going to click on that, and I'm going to choose Create Team, and I'm going to say my first team audience. And I'm going to say this is open to example public. You can also make it as private, only team members can add, or you can just say automatically added, right? So for the purpose of this, probably I'll just choose private. I'm going to give a description all about communication. So I'm just going to click next and just wait for a moment. And that's it. So you can also add members to your team, but I'm not going to do that first. I'm just going to skip that. As you can see, you will have a general channel now, right? And you have some really nice features in here, right? So I'm just going to create a brand new channel. I'm just going to click on the this more options button. I'm going to choose add a channel, and I'm going to call this as finance. And I'm going to just say add. Right, so once I click on add, you should be able to see a fresh new channel there called finance. Now, once you already have this new channel, you can begin to communicate. In fact, you can also start to communicate by just clicking on the chats button here. So let's add some members in here. So let's click on this particular more options. You can just choose manage team. You can just choose example. At the moment, there's only me here because I'm the owner. You can just click on add. Probably I can just type in here Jane. Example, I choose Jane Fonda. I just say add and I say close. So there you go. I've got Jane Fonda in there, right? So now let's say, for example, I'd like to communicate with Jane. So I'll just type here at Jane Fonda. There you go. Her name is appeared. So I'm just going to type in hi. Probably I'll just say hi and welcome to my channel. Yeah, you see that? Right. So it's very simple as it. Now, if example, if you like to also probably create a meeting, right? You can always click on the meetings button here. You can schedule for a meeting. Let's say you type in lunch together, right? So when is the lunch going to take place? I'm going to say it's going to happen on a Tuesday, and of course it's going to be at a example. It's going to be at 12 p.m. Probably up to 1 p.m. and I'm going to invite Jane, right? So I'm going to say Jane Fonda there. Let us celebrate Teams together using Teams. And let's say schedule a meeting. And there you go. You have successfully created a meeting, right? There you go. Right. So it is very easy to create what is required, and your meeting will appear in on Tuesday, and there you go. It's over there for you, right? So this is pretty much very easy to sort of like create what is really required in your to jumpstart on using Teams in your organization. Yeah. So there are so many other features which I'll be covering today, so that you will be able to probably use it better in your what do you call this day-to-day operations in Teams. Right. So now let us go back to our slides. Right. So let us take a look at some of these latest updates to accelerate modern teamwork. Yeah. So Microsoft is extending the power of Teams with new experiences that are tailored to industry-specific and role-based workflows. So there are more than 2.5 billion first-line workers worldwide. And that is a group that includes people from the factories, workers from the factories, store clerks, and probably some electricians as well. So these are some roles. Yeah. Now, with the completion of moving across Skype for Business into Microsoft Teams, we see a whole new experience and response as Microsoft Teams becomes the frontier for communication and also for collaboration. So when Skype for Business is launched from your desktop today, you would have noticed the Microsoft Teams icon. So all you need to do is just click on the icon, and it brings you to Microsoft Teams. Yeah, so it's that simple, right? So there is this huge number of organizations out there using Teams. So and this number is still growing as we speak, and out of which there is a total of 87 Fortune 100 companies using Teams. So if you are still considering to use Microsoft Teams, I would strongly encourage you to begin this journey moving towards Microsoft Teams, because Teams is the platform for communication and for collaboration in today's technological world. Yeah, as you can see, there are 87 Fortune 100 companies using Microsoft Teams at the moment. So there should not be any reason for us not to move towards Teams. So if you are an administrator, or maybe you are the change manager in this organization, I would strongly urge you to start to do this adoption drive in your organization. Yeah. Now, apart from all this, today Microsoft Teams supports 44 different types of languages worldwide. And this simply means that you and I can actually communicate in our own native language and translate on the fly. Now, this is really truly is an awesome feature to have in our today's technology. Yeah, and as organization progresses, so does the strength and also the growth of the companies. Statistics concluded that 54 companies has about 10,000 active users on Teams. Now, this number will continue to grow as organization continue to embrace Microsoft Teams worldwide, right? So this is a really good time for every one of us to move towards Microsoft Teams. Yeah. Okay, so let us now look at some of these demands worldwide. So you see that there is this there's this really great demand for communications to be at the fingertips of everyone. This simply due to the way we work worldwide. All of us work very differently. So organizations need to communicate, they need to collaborate, and they need to have some very critical instant decisions, which will actually lead to successful sales or a successful demand supply. So Microsoft Teams is coming in at the very right moment in providing a very powerful platform. a hub to collaborate, to communicate, and also to meet the demands worldwide. Yeah. So so today, Microsoft Teams is matching up with scenarios of everyone as Microsoft Teams continue to expand its technological wings across the world. More and more people are embracing Microsoft Teams as Microsoft continues to improve, as they continue to innovate and also to accelerate in meeting the demands of its consumers in today's world. So, what are some of these cool features that Microsoft has introduced in Teams? So, now, as mentioned much earlier, Microsoft Teams supports 44 different types of languages. Now, this is really a phenomenal feature, as many users out there can now converse and discuss in their own native languages. I use Microsoft Teams to translate on the fly for languages that I don't speak at all. It breaks down language barriers across the world, and it also makes communication easy as well as understood for anyone. So this is really truly is an amazing feature for us to have. Yeah. And sometimes when when I'm in a coffee shop and for some reason I did not bring my earphone jacks, and the environment is pretty noisy, and this is very important meeting recording that I would like to listen into, since I could not attend while it was on live. So so one a cool feature that's available in this video playback is to turn on the captions. When you turn on this caption, it actually shows you subtitles on your video. So you can turn off your volume and you can just read the captions, and you can also jot down notes if you want to. So this is really one great feature to actually have in the video playback itself. Yeah. Right. Of course, there's another lovely feature to have, which I'll be showing you as a demo, is blurring your background. Sometimes when you are in a very crowded environment, example, let's say you're in McDonald's, and you do not want your clients or maybe your bosses to know where you're located, example, right? So you can always turn off your background. Your background becomes blur, and it emphasizes solely on you. This is very professional because it focuses on you, and you look and what do you call it? There is no other distracting information at the back of you, so that meeting can go on as per schedule. Yeah, right. So these are some of the cool features that I'm going to show you as a demo, right? So, and the other one will be on immersive reading. So immersive reading is another feature where you can turn it on for people who are visibly challenged. Example, some people they are not able to see the screen, or maybe the screen looks so blur for them. So you can turn on immersive reader, which will actually read back to you the conversation or the chat that's available in Microsoft Teams. And the one thing about it is also it's able to read in the languages that's been sent to you as well. Example, if you will read in Tamil, you can also read in Mandarin or whatever language is there. So immersive reader is one feature which is really awesome to have as well. Yeah. Right. So now let's do a little bit of demo. So I'm going to share with you these features that I've just spoken to you, so that you'll be able to understand better how to use them in your day-to-day task. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to open up this screen here, and I'm going to turn on my video. Okay, so this is me. Hello, hi everyone. Okay, so as you can see, I've got this big cupboard at the back of me, and just imagine if now we are having a live meeting, a live online video meeting, and there's a lot of distractions around us. So if you do not want the distractions to be seen by your clients or maybe by your bosses, for example, you can always turn this off. You just have to click at the more actions and choose blur my background, and there you go. The background is totally gone. Yeah, so the focus is now on you alone, so there's nothing else at the back of you. So it's very as simple as that. You just have to blur your background in that sense. Yeah. Right. Now, another feature I'd like to share with you is the translate feature. Right now, as you can see here, I have a colleague of mine who has sent me something in Tamil, right? And if you notice, there are also other languages as well, right? So, example, if let's say if you like to see what these languages mean, example like for example Tamil. I can speak Tamil, but I cannot read Tamil. So I want to know what is it actually, right? So all I have to do is this. Just sort of click at the more options, and I'll just choose translate. So when I click on translate, it will translate for me to the language that I am in, which is English. There you go, you see, and probably this as well. I think this is in Korean. Let's do translate, and there you go. All right, and I can also do the same thing for this as well. Okay. And this is from my colleague. I can also translate this. There you go. All right. So as you can see here, it says translated from Tamil, translated from Korean. You see that? And this is also from Tamil. Yeah, there you go. And if I want to change it back to my to the original language, all I have to do is just click on the more options again, choose see original message, and there you go. It goes back to its normal. There you go. Okay, so it's as simple as that, yeah? Okay, that's good. Right, now, let's say, for example, I would like to get Microsoft Teams to read back to me, the chats that I have, right? So all I have to do is just have to click on more options, right? I can choose Immersive Reader from here. And so when I click on the play button, it will read.
Andrew Das sent Saturday, November 10th, 2018, 11:48 p.m.
Okay, so there you go. It's able to read in the language that's been typed in. So it's in Tamil, example. And of course, you can also read in other languages as well. Example, if let's say I were to translate this to English, and probably I'll do Immersive Reader. And so when I play,
Andrew Das sent Saturday, November 10th, 2018, 11:48 p.m. Did you know?
There you go. You see, so it's very easy to use translate Immersive Reader. So these are features which are really useful in our day-to-day activities. I'm pretty sure most of us here has organizations in different parts of the country, and sometimes they might send you in a language that you are not sure of. You can always translate them. The only thing is you are not able to translate to other kinds of languages. So it's to your native language, i.e. meaning in the language that has been set in your Microsoft Teams. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So did you all know that Microsoft Teams is a persistent app? Persistent app here means when you can come back at any time you want. Example, if you add in a brand new user into your team, the user will be able to see all the previous messages that was already there, right? So this is pretty cool because you don't need to retype the whole message again. You can just ask them to refer back to the messages that's already been posted much more earlier. So this is one feature which is really I would say probably saves us a lot of time. Yeah. And Microsoft Team has a lot of what do you call this, bots. So there is a variety of functionalities available to help increase the productivity. So there are, like example, T-bots which can answer most of your basic and frequently asked questions about Teams. Polybot is for like to create polls. like example like a Mikan bot is to manage your calendar, and also there are many more bots, which I'll show you shortly during our next what do you call this demo. Yeah, right. And also what do you call this it's also highly customizable, so which means is being you are able to customize important features for any apps in this era. Now if you are looking for a tool that will increase engagement in your organization, then Teams is definitely the answer for you. Teams can be tailored to meet all the unique business and also cultural needs of your organization. Teams can give you a platform with options for extendability, and also open APIs with the generic availabilities. So with added support for Microsoft bots framework, your organization will be able to create and customize the application and other intelligence services to integrate with Microsoft Teams. So this is really one feature which you should go into using Microsoft Teams. Of course, with all of this, Microsoft Teams also has some very improved security, because security is definitely is another area which Microsoft Teams stands apart from its competitors. Yeah, it ensures that your peace of mind, and you will always be provided with cutting edge security and compliance capabilities. Teams and all other Office 365 services meets the compliance standards, yeah, including the ISO 2727001, HIPAA, SOC 2, and also in the EU model clauses. So you can use Microsoft Teams almost securely and with peace of mind. So there is no need for you to be afraid of any breach or whatever, right? So it is highly secured. Yeah. Okay. So there are more features I'd like to share with you. So the other one I'd like to share with you will be tabs. Tabs is one feature where you can add in what do you call this? All those applications that you intend to have in one place. As what I mentioned much earlier, you can make Microsoft Teams as your uh, single point of editing and annotating. So you don't need to open up multiple number of applications. So you can put everything into tabs, and from tabs you can edit any form of application that is required. Yeah, and of course the other area is bots, which I'll be showing you a couple of bots as well, so that you'll be able to understand better how to use the variety number of bots available in Teams. Um, and of course, Microsoft Teams is also bringing about closer collaboration experience into the Microsoft Office 365 portfolio. This will also help users across the world to work from a very single platform, as what I mentioned. You can edit, you can annotate, you can do the whole works. This is another awesome feature from Microsoft itself. Yeah. Right. So now let us go into our next live demo, and this is where I will definitely going to show you some other cool features in Teams. Okay. Now, as you can see in my channel, I have a couple of what do you call this tabs. All right. So these tabs, um, you can create them. You can add as many things as you like, and these tabs has got a lot of good features as well. Now, let me share with you one particular tab that I like to use. Here is known as Word. So when you click on Word, you will be able to see the Microsoft Word that is open up here. Now, as what I mentioned much earlier, you can edit and annotate your documents within Teams itself. So there is no need for you to sort of like go into Word Online or even open up from your Word desktop. So this is what I'm going to demo to you now. Now you'll be able to see an edit button here. There's a drop down list. If you click on this, there are three methods of you to edit this particular document. I'll start from the lowest end. This is where you can, when you click on edit in Word Online, it basically opens up this Microsoft Word document in an Explorer, in Internet Explorer, right? So the option here, edit in Word, means when you click on this, it opens up the Microsoft Word document from the Microsoft Word installed in your desktop. But we would like to use the one which is from Teams. So when I click on edit in Teams, you will notice that it opens up the document in Teams, but it's on Word Online. Okay, as you can see here. Right. So now, as you can see as well, there are all the features available here. You have the insert function. You've got the file function here, page layouts, references. So all these features that you see in your Word Online is now available here as well, right? So I'm going to type out something. Right, there you go, factor. And as you can see, it's saving there and done. That's it, right? So it's simple as that. So your document is already saved. And while this is going on, I can also open up my Excel. So when I click on Excel, it opens up the file that I have in Excel, and I can just have to click on the edit button here. And there you go. I've got my graphs and I've got my data here. So I'm going to change the figure for my oranges to 1,750. And you'll notice that the graph increases. There you go. Of course, the document is also, or the Excel file is also saved. Yeah, right. There are other features as well. Example, like I can click on this part. I have a PDF file. I can click on the PDF file. Okay, so it opens up the PDF file for me. There you go. So it's pretty cool, right? You can see all your information from your PDF file. Okay, right. So there's one more feature I'd like to share with you is in my video. So if you click on my video, as mentioned much earlier, I have a couple of videos here. So I'm going to click on this one particular video. Remember, I'm in a very noisy environment, and I can't really like listen to this video, but I would like to see the subtitles, right? So caption. So I just have to click on this video, and
good morning.
And I'm going
it's
to sort of like
to be here this morning.
Right. I'm going to
just
do that.
Weeks ago, it was
so I'm going to turn on captions on. Right, as you can see, the captions on appears on my on the video itself. Right, so while I'm watching this video, I'm able to read what Satya Nadella is speaking about. Yeah, so this is as simple as that. Yeah, and if example, if you're having difficulty reading this text, you can always click at the settings button. You can choose the subtitle settings. You can make it medium. You can make it large, right? You can change the color, the background color. You can do a lot more things inside here as well. There you go. You see, right? You can also turn off the background if you want to. Yeah. So that's some of the features that's available in captions on. Yeah. So you can close this. And of course, when I showed you the video feature, my video tab, you notice there are a couple of videos here. So these videos I've already posted in Microsoft Stream. So you can add more videos if you want to. All you need to do is just have to go to my videos here, right? You just have to go to settings, and you can add more channels if you want to here, right? Right. So there are so many ways to put in a video. You can also update, or you can upload physically as well. Yeah. Okay. Right. So another thing I'd like to share with you in this, since I'm in this area, is Yammer. So if you click on Yammer, I will be able to see my Yammer page. There you go. Right. So I can just refresh here, reload, and it'll basically show me my Yammer information. This one is a, so of course you need to log in, or you can just go back to Yammer page. There you go. You see, right? So you can log in here, and then of course you're going to key in your address. Okay, so that should sorry, that should go in. Hang on. Okay. Okay, hang on a second. Let me just get this done. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so that's basically Yammer for you. Yeah. Right. Other areas I'd like to also probably share with you will be SharePoint document library. So inside SharePoint document library, this is where you'll be able to see a couple of folders where you can sort of like link up to your SharePoint document library available in your environment. So you can open up any of these folders here. Example, I'm going to open up my Office Teams. So from the Office Teams, I'll be able to see all my files that's been uploaded. Okay, so this is a good way to also open up all your files from here as well. So you can connect it to your OneDrive or wherever that is needed. Yeah. Okay. Right. Now, I also like to share with you a bot. Okay, so I'm going to share with you this particular bot here called Polly. Polly is actually a polling feature. So hang on for a while, it will open. Okay, there you go. So at the moment, I've not created any polls. Now you can create a brand new poll if you want to. Example, I'm going to click here on create a new poll, and I'm going to say Microsoft collaboration platform feature. Right, so I'm going to just say here yes, and right, so I'm just going to enable that. And that's it. I'm just going to click on create poll. So once I click on create poll, you notice that there's one poll has already been created. So when I go to my Teams area under conversation, I should be able to see the polls created. You see that? Right. So I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to say submit vote, and you'll notice that there is a poll being updated here for you. Yeah. Right. And if you go back to Polly, right, you'll be able to see the what do you call it? The poll being updated. Is it votes per poll is 1% here. So of course, if there are more people in my team who actually logs on and starts to vote, then you'll see the names appearing over here, and of course the number starts to increase as well. So this is one of the bots available in Microsoft Teams. Now there are so many other bots available, which I'm going to show you now. So all you have to do is just go to store, right? And if you can see a list of what do you call this applications and services available here. So this is where the bots are. If you click on it, and you'll be able to see a couple of bots of it coming up, right? And I'm going to show you now how to install a particular bot. So this is where I'm going to choose this iTrainer 365. I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to say install. Okay. And I'm going to say now chat with the bot to ask questions. I'm going to open this guy, and there you go. Right. So I'm going to say maybe I'm going to ask a question. Let's try maybe a question example. Yeah. Do in So just wait for a while, and you notice that the bot is typing out for you, and you should be able to see some answers coming out shortly. Yeah. There you go. Thank you for your request. So they have assigned me a number. They will send to a specialist more suited to deal with it, and we'll send you the answers within 24 hours. So and probably you can ask a lot of other questions as well. And as you can see, I've done a couple of testings here, right? Yeah. Okay. So this is one of the other bots as well. Now another bot I'd like to share with you here is Mika. So or Mikan. Sorry. So Mikan is actually a tool where it helps to organize my meetings, right? So I've done some testings here, as you can see. I have asked Mikan to sort of like arrange for the meeting, right? So okay, let me share with you how this is done. Okay, I'm going to say here I would to arrange a tea or a high tea. Say enter. So Mikan is going to give me some suggestions. You see this? Right. So I'm going to say, let's say tomorrow, maybe. Tomorrow, let's say at 4. So I'm going to choose 4. Okay. So when I click on, when I choose 4, it says it sounds like 5 p.m. is the best option. So I just say book it. Right. So once I say book it, and there you go, it's already booked. It's already in my calendar. All right. So then I'm going to say invite in Lee at for okay, there you go. So it's tomorrow. Yeah. Tomorrow, let's say for example 2 o'clock. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. I say book it. Okay, you see that yourself, and Jane Lee is already there. So when I go to my my meetings invite, I should be able to see what do you call it? Some meetings in there, right? As you can see tomorrow. There you go. You see this? It's already there. Okay, so when you click on this, I'll be able to see Jane Fonda here. 7 to 8 p.m. the meeting is there. Yeah. So it's as easy as that. Yeah. So what do you call this? Bots will be able to help you to also manage your schedules. You'll be able to help you to what do you call this? Give you all the necessary notifications available and so on and so forth. So you can use there are so many bots available. You just have to go and explore in the store, right? And you can just choose bots here, and there's so many others you can do it inside here. Yeah. Okay. Right. So that's on bots. Okay, so now we like to move on to the next area, which is up here. If you notice, there is a search feature. If you press on the slash button or the slash key, you'll see a couple of commands appearing for you. Now, over here, right, you can choose an example. I want to put myself as away, or I can put myself as busy, or in a call, or in a chat, or many more things. But let's say, for example, I like to find out someone. So I just choose who. Then I'm going to type in the questions here. Is Jacqueline. Enter. So what happens is it brings me, the board brings me to this particular person. Right. So it says here, Jacqueline is here. I can now once I find Jacqueline here, it says here I already found for you Jacqueline, and I can sort of like chat with her or send an email or maybe do a video chat, a video call, or probably a phone call. You can check a couple of things inside here, right? So you can explore what do you call this, the slash command for a lot more other things inside here. But if you're a person who is very key-based savvy, then you can try this. Else, you can always use from your what do you call this chat box itself, right? You can just type in whatever you want. Example, is what I mentioned just now. Hang on. Okay, so just to type in like add, then it shows you a list of all the users. You can just send a message to the person there. And it's the same as that way. Yeah. So it's so many ways of doing this. And one beautiful thing here is if you type in wrongly, you can always click on edit, and you can just edit the statement. And there you go. Right. So these are some of the interesting features available in Microsoft Teams that you can actually use on your day-to-day task. Yeah. Right. Okay. Now let's go back to this area. So Microsoft is also helping to connect existing video endpoints through their cloud video partners. Polycom is the first to announce their capabilities. Capabilities on video on cloud video interrupts. Pexip and also BlueJeans will follow suit in the months to come. Now, if you want to find out more about what kind of devices that can be supported by Teams, you can always go to office.com/Teams devices. Let me just share that with you. So this is how it looks. Okay, so these are a couple of what do you call this? Devices available here. You can connect, or you can call them, or you connect with them, and probably ask them to do a POC with you to see if which device is best suited for you to work with Microsoft Teams. Yeah. Okay. Right. So what is next? So Microsoft Teams continues to mature. And it's trying to blend into the market of collaboration and also communication. So it is also good to note that Microsoft will continue with the extendability of Teams, and also to make it more intelligent and to help people around the world to work better as a team. So if you need further information on Teams, you can always visit office.com/Teams, which is here. This is office.com/Teams. So over inside office.com/Teams, you will see a whole bunch of information that you would require to jumpstart into Microsoft Teams. Yeah? So please do explore this page to find out more information. Yeah. So this is Microsoft Teams. Right. And also you can also visit our Facebook page. This Facebook page is our Malaysian Office 365, which is this page. So in here, you will be able to see my colleague Raymond has been putting in a couple of interesting, what do you call this, information. So please visit this Facebook page, give a like, follow this page. You'll be able to get more information about on the use of Microsoft Teams, the technicalities, new features, new functions, shortcuts, tips and tricks, many more things can be shown inside here. And I would like to highlight to you something very important that you can see in this particular page here. So here he says that Microsoft Teams for a company-related conversation, then using WhatsApp. So if you are in an organization and you're using WhatsApp, I would strongly urge you to switch to Microsoft Teams for your company purpose communication, right? Because it's secure and also it's far more what do you call it? Intuitive. It gives you the best of breed in Microsoft Teams, right? Because Facebook Wish, you see, is trying to weaken the encryption used by WhatsApp in order to access its user data. So if you click on this particular statement, you'll be able to read what do you call this? The information about WhatsApp and how this is going to become dormant in time to come. Yeah. So it's good to start to switch towards Microsoft Teams for your organization-wide use. Yeah. Okay. So here comes the next part. If you do have any questions, please feel free to ask us over the chat. Okay, so if there are no questions, so I would like to say thank you to everyone. I would also like to say thank you to Raymond and Munchi, and also to Cassandra, and also to all of you all for tuning into this session. So that's all from me. So please be sure to tune in for more details as we continue to bring all the new features and functions of Microsoft Teams. So till then, thank you and goodbye.